Yo, what is going on, guys? It's your boy Night Owl. Today we're gonna do a final prediction for the One Piece TCG ban that's coming up this Saturday, I believe, the 16th of August. I kind of did a discussion on what should be banned, but this is more of a tier list of what I want to be banned, and I would like it's like a prediction video kind of thing. So I've kind of made it really simple, as you can see on the screen. Just cards that need to be banned, like 100% no down in my mind. Cards that you got like below it, like cards that they should be banned, but they're not like game defying kind of thing. So like maybe they ban it as soon as possible kind of thing. And then as it go on, it goes on. We've got like maybe the next ban, cards that like potentially could get banned. It's not breaking, but like you could see it getting banned. And then you got like really does this card need to get banned? And then you got the last ones where it's just like, yeah, let's not even attempt to talk about it kind of thing. First up Luffy. I don't think a leader is gonna get banned. I have to be really honest with myself, and I think the viewers, like you guys, I think you guys need to be honest with yourself as well. We're coming to a meta next set, which you've got Roger, who's a 7k 1000 leader. You've got Emu that can flood the whole field for pretty much 3 Don, if done correctly. Pretty much can play 27 worth of Don, like 27 5 characters worth of 27 Don, I think, for 3 if done correctly. And then you've got like even Bonnie is really strong with just having that 2 rested Don to lead when you play a trigger card is just crazy. It doesn't even need to go to lead, it can go to anyone. I haven't seen Ace. I should read up on Ace and Sabo, but like you've got these leaders next in OP13 that are gonna be really defying and like just really strong in the meta. And I think banning a leader like Luffy would not do anything to the meta in OP13. I think he's going to be a good contender for the OP13 meta. Right now, though, he's very strong. He is pretty much best deck in format, Luffy, and that can be very annoying. And I can understand the tiredness of people that are sick of seeing this leader, just at locals and just at events, which is fair enough. I get that. Like, I'm sick of it too, but I think banning this guy would make OP13 a bit overwhelming, because I think I mean, look, I'm not too sure. Like, we haven't gone into the meta yet. We don't know what it's like. We haven't seen the full card list for OP13, but I think Luffy is like kind of like up there with the OP13 leaders. So if we get rid of him, it's like we kind of have all our old decks like Kid, Bonnie, Mono Purple, Luffy, and all that, just trying to compete with what you call it, with the OP13 meta. So, and it's a leader as well. I don't think the last time we got leader banned was RP Law and Sakatsuki, and they were completely busted. So I think it's fair to say that Luffy might, or for me, he won't get banned. So I predict that he might not. I guess we'll go into the really category. I've heard some people want ACOS Mihawk getting banned. He's not even out yet. Like, why? Like, sure, you play a character because he's 8 Don and you get 4 Don back, so you play him for 4, right? It's an AK body, and he's just a blocker as well, so he's a really annoying blocker. But like, he's got the drawback of you can't play any characters 7 cost or more, and I don't know. I don't think he's too busted, if that makes sense. He can definitely be paired up with Smoker and all that, which makes that busted, but I don't think he needs to be banned. I think he's just a really good green card to have, even though I do not like the color green. But I do respect, a good green card when I see it, and the Mihawk is definitely a good green card to have. I feel like it's a good staple to have in every green deck. and paired with the 5-cost smoker, that can also be very good as well. So you've got really like two really strong bodies. It could maybe go into the next band, but I confidently think that like really he really needs to be discussed. I don't think so. So and then I've got ACOS Kid. Why is it not? Oh, whoops. ACOS Kid, Yellow Kid. I can okay, for this guy I understand. I main, I do main mono Yellow Kid. And this guy is such a nice card to have in the deck because he's just a free trash, but he does have a big drawback of resting itself. So if I can't leader effect and make him to a blocker, he is just a 9k body that's rested, and he can be potentially swung into, like especially if I play on my 8 on turn, I have no blockers there, or I don't have enough counter, he could be swung big into, and it's just a free removal for like my opponent. The argument against that is that I get the trash life for free, which is very strong. And I'm not saying it's not, it is very strong. I like the trash life, but this guy becomes useless when you go to 0 life, and I have like 2 of them in hand. They're just bricks. So he has the on play of resting itself, you get the trash of life, and then at the end of the turn, if your opponent has 2 or less life, I get to draw, oh, not me, but you get to draw a card and you get the trash one. So it's a free cycle, which is really strong. I do like that as well. Do I think he really needs to be discussed? I'm getting banned. I can see some arguments where people think he should, but I don't think so. He's just like, I don't know. I think he's a body that trashes a life, but if he can't be restored, then he's just a body that trashed a life. That's it. It's when he becomes a blocker that's become an issue, and he's a bit harder because there's a 9k body on the field. So he's on the really category. Next, I've got 4-cost Basil Hawkins. This is very new. This is all like very much for me since I am a yellow main. 4-cost Basil Hawkins. He's really strong in the sense of like on his KO effect, he has a KO effect. If this card would be KO'd, just normally, no, not actually, yeah, even by effects or like just do battle, you get to trash your opponent's life. And he is a supernova character, so he can be restored and made into a blocker with mono Yellow Kid, and that's really strong. And I can understand where some people might want this guy banned. He could potentially get banned in the next ban list that we potentially could get in the perceived future. Like, it's weird for me because I play yellow and I like to see this guy, but I can understand on my opponent's side how annoying it is for this guy to be on the field. Because he's like a body that you need to remove because he's a 5k swing, and 5k swings are annoying, but he's got that KO effect, and it can be really detrimental, especially when you're trying to like, you want to go lethal, but he's a blocker, so I can just immediately block and make you go to 0 life, and then next turn if you don't manage to win, I can just swing big. It's just, oh, not me, but like yourself, if that makes sense. So maybe in the next ban he could get hit, but I don't think he should. I think he's a good yellow staple. He's not game defying all the time, but he can just be that little bit of an inconvenience and annoyance to my opponent or your opponent if you ever play this card. Oh, another thing as well, 9-cost Sanji. He's never getting banned because he's getting a reprinted manga. So that just confirms that he will never ever get banned because they're not banning the mangas. So we're just going to go straight to, let's not. I don't even know why people want that card banned. I think this card is not even broken. It's only good because of Up Luffy. That's really it. Now, we've got the should be banned as soon as possible. Dead Man's Game. Dead man's game. This is pretty much Hody Jones as an event card. Super busted. It's got a counter. I don't think we should ban it right now because it is strong and really broken, but I don't think it should be banned now. Because, well, I'll explain more later, but basically it's not a body, right? You only have to spend, it's Hody Jones, you're spending 3 less Don, but you're not getting a body out. So it's kind of like give and take. Like, I'm taking, as a green player, you're taking away the body, but you're giving the 3 less Don to rest 2 things. It can either be 2 Don or 2 characters. And it's got a counter as well, which is super strong. So it's got 2 benefits to it. The only thing is that it's not a body. So I think this card should definitely be banned as soon as possible. Right now though, in the OP12 meta, and I think in the OP13 meta, I don't think it's too broken. I could be wrong. You know what? I might put him in the maybe. Oh, it's like, there you go. Might put in the maybe pile. I don't think it's like a card like it should be banned, but like it's a good green card. It's the same thing with the Hawkins, right? Not Hawkins, sorry, the Mihawk. So honestly, I'm gonna put these 2 straight here. 8 cost Katakuri and 9 cost Linlin. I probably would move 8 cost 1 below. No, I would actually move 9 cost Linlin below and keep 8 cost there. I think I like that more. So 9 cost Linlin, basically -1 Don, trash a card from hand, you gain a life, and then put a character 6 costs or less from your opponent's side to the life. It's basically doing a lot of other color stuff. It's kind of having like an identity crisis because it's, you know, being yellow and, you know, putting stuff into life and you're gaining life. Like, I really feel like they should have just made this into a yellow card. But it's only purple because it's got that ramping effect where you have to minus a Don, so that's what makes it purple. But it's doing what yellow would do. It's pretty much doing what Yamato or A-Cost Katakuri would do, which is put something into life. And Yamato obviously KOs something, and then you get to, you know, you gain a life if you're at 2 or less. So it could be banned. It's a very strong staple. Like I said in my last video, it's not in every single purple deck. It could be, but it's not in every single one that I've seen. So I don't think it needs to be banned, but it could potentially get into the next ban list that would come out. A-Cost Katakuri, I think this is just such a staple purple card. It's an AK blocker, and you get to restand 2 of your Big Mom Pirates. It went like, if you have 2 9 costs in the category, you can swing with the category and the 9 costs and then restand both of them. And then you gain a rested Don, so you could like play our characters and then -1 Don and then get that Don immediately back with the category, because it's always getting that 1 rested Don back. It's so you're basically always going, so if you go to like your 10 Don and say you have a category out and then you play like a 9 cost Linlin, you minus that 1 Don, then you go back to 10 next turn. So you're never actually losing value by playing the 9 cost. So I think Katakuri is just a really strong purple staple. It's almost in every single purple deck that I've seen. And it's just a really annoying body because it could just restand everything. It's almost like doing what Yellow Mono Kid could do, but it could do it to Big Mom Pirates and it could choose up to 2 targets. It's like if it's like if my lead effect could do 2 characters. Like, that would be strong. So it's, yeah, I think it should be banned as soon as possible, in my personal opinion. But it could go down. Like, it's a bit of a hit and miss kind of thing. But in my personal opinion, I think it should be banned. Gum Gum Giant, pretty self-explanatory. It's super busted. You get 4k counter. You get the draw 2, trash 1. Sorry, so -2, draw 2, and then you get 4,000 power for pretty much 1 Don. I think, and it goes back to the category where you play the character, and then if you need to counter out, you get that rest of the Don back. It's really strong, but more on the Gum Giant. The good thing about it is leader locked, but a lot of the meta defined decks right now are Straw Hat Crews, and they all run this card because they're all purples. I think it's just too strong. It is getting a reprint in the PRBO2 set. It's getting an alt art. Do I think it will get banned in this upcoming? I don't think so, because it's getting the reprint, but should it be banned as soon as possible? 100%. No doubt in my mind. It'd be very silly of Bandai to ban Gum Giant with the alt art coming out next set in PRBO2, because OP12 is pretty much coming out this week as of recording this video. So yeah, who would I want more? Probably would want the Gum Giant more than the Katakuri. Yeah, if it wants to, there you go. And then obviously being a yellow main, I like to put, you know, I don't want my yellow cards to be banned, you know, like Rygo, but this is how I would do the tier list so far. Yeah, I see it. Obviously the last card, if it wants to load, there you go. Last card being Hody Jones. All I need to do is like tag the last video that I posted about this card. Basically it has rush. You rest 2 characters or dons, and then you have to take the life. If you're at 0 life, you get to do it for free, because it's the text, how the text work. I think it would be a much balanced card if the text was the opposite, where you have to take life and then you can rest something. That would make it a lot more balanced, because it has rush as well. So it's a AK body. It's a 7 Don AK body who has rush and can rest to 2 things. It's a very late game, but at some games I've seen them play early, and I hate it. I hate it. I hate the card. I hate it. I'm a personal hater for it. I don't want this card to. I don't want to see this card. I want it to be banned, and I want it gone. Do I think it will get banned this weekend? 100% I do. I think it's one of the cards that will get banned. If I had to do like a top 4, like how they did last band, it will be 1, 2, 3, 4. No, Hody, Gum, maybe 9 cost, and then if they do the leader, it'll be up Luffy, but I don't think up Luffy. If they do like 2 cards, it'll be these 2 here that are 1 band. But I think it's time for Hody to go. He's a staple in every green deck, and I will fight. Don't tell me he's not, because he definitely is. Tell me one green deck that may not use this. And if you're going to say green purple Luffy, I don't think it even matters, because you have the secret Luffy that does the exact same thing, but it's a 6 cost 7k body, and you get to restand, so you get to swing twice. So I think besides that, every other green deck would run Hody Jones. So it is a staple. It's a very annoying card to deal with. You can't counter out of it. There's nothing you can really counter out of it. See, I've been told, you know, you should just have more counter in hand, but there's only so much counter you can have in hand, and maybe I should strategize taking life, and I have to work around it. Like, I know I have to work around it as a yellow player, but there's some games where you just can't do anything about it, and I accept that, but it's that annoying part that you can't do anything about it, right? But that's my personal opinion. That's my prediction for this ban that's coming up this weekend. I would like to hear your guys' thoughts about this ban. What do you want banned? Maybe we might get an unbanned. We could potentially, maybe. I don't think we will. I don't think Bandai will ever unban cards unless it's needed in the meta. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. I hope to see you all in the next video. The next video is obviously going to be a long one. It's going to be about my Adelaide trip and, you know, One Piece Championship. That's this weekend. So if any of you are going to be there, come say hi, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.